Part 1. The Smaller Table. Dr. Vivek Murthy, the former U.S. Surgeon General, warned America about a loneliness epidemic. And the number was simple. About 1 in 2 adults reported feeling lonely. But you did something strange. You looked at your phone, saw the group chat lighting up, watched 3 people argue about where to meet, and put the phone face down on the table. You did not panic. You did not feel abandoned. You did not feel like your life was getting smaller. For the first time in a long time, it felt like the room got quiet enough for you to breathe. Over the next 15 minutes, you will understand why smart people often reduce their social circle as they get older. Why it does not always mean they are cold or antisocial. And why peace can feel suspicious when you have spent years confusing noise with connection. And if some name just flashed in your head while I said that, do one small thing. Stay here. Not for me. For the version of you that stopped explaining why you needed distance. Because here is the question most people avoid. What if you did not lose people because you became worse? What if you lost people because your life finally stopped having extra chairs for people who only came to take? Part 2. Before you close the door. You were not always like this. There was a time you were the one who answered fast, showed up early, and stayed late. You were the listener, the fixer, the backup plan. You remembered birthdays. You checked on people after their breakups. You sat in parked cars outside restaurants because someone said they just needed 5 more minutes to talk. And for a while, you called that friendship. Then something changed. Not all at once. No dramatic scene, no big speech. Just small moments. You noticed that certain people only became warm when they needed something. You noticed your body getting tense before certain calls. You noticed you were more relaxed after canceling plans than after attending them. And one day, you did not pick up the phone. And the world did not end. It got quieter. Stephen Porges, a professor of psychiatry at the University of North Carolina, described how the nervous system moves between connection, defense, and shutdown. Simple version, your body keeps a record of what relationships cost you. If being around certain people repeatedly feels unsafe, exhausting, or unpredictable, your body starts treating their presence like a warning signal. Now, that does not mean every uncomfortable person is toxic. It means your nervous system learned to read the room before your mouth could explain it. So the question is not, why did you become distant? The better question is, where did your body learn that access to you should not be automatic? Part 3. The people you stopped carrying. First, there is the friend who only calls when life is falling apart. You know the pattern. Their name appears on your screen at night. You already know the opening line before you answer. They talk for 40 minutes, breathe out, say they feel so much better, and never ask how you are. You tell yourself you are being loyal, but actually, you are being used as emotional storage. The price is ugly because your kindness starts getting suspicious. You stop answering even the people who truly care because your brain hears every call as another assignment. Second, there are the people who make normal plans feel like work. You get dressed, you go to dinner. You smile at the right moments, you ask the right questions, you laugh when the story's not funny. Then you come home, close the door, and feel like you worked a full shift. You tell yourself you are just introverted, but actually, you spent the whole night performing comfort for people you do not feel safe being honest with. The price is that fun starts looking fake. Even easy invitations feel heavy because your body expects a performance. Third, there are the people who only like the version of you that never changes. You mention a new goal, and their face shifts. You say you are taking your health seriously, and they joke about it. You say you do not drink tonight, and suddenly the room treats you like you judged everyone. You tell yourself they are just teasing. But actually, they are asking you to stay familiar so they do not have to feel behind. The price is loneliness inside growth. You move forward, but you also lose the people who only knew how to love you when you were smaller. Stop. Before we go further, everything you have heard so far is not a compliment in pretty packaging. These are real adaptations of your psyche. This is not me telling you that being distant makes you superior. This is me saying your circle may have shrunk. Because your mind started noticing invoices your heart used to pay quietly. Fourth, there are the conversations that never go anywhere. You are sitting at a table while someone tells the same story again. Same complaint, same enemy, same plan they will never start. You nod, but inside you already know the ending. You tell yourself you are impatient, but actually your attention has become expensive. The price is that you may start dismissing people too quickly. Not every slow conversation is empty. Sometimes someone is just learning how to tell the truth. Fifth, there is the moment you realize peace has a sound. It is your apartment after everyone leaves. It is the cup in your hand. It is your shoulders dropping because nobody needs you to manage their mood. You tell yourself maybe this is sad, but actually this is your system learning the difference between being alone and being drained. The price is that peace can become addictive. You can start choosing silence not only when it heals you, but also when connection asks for effort. And that is where the story gets dangerous. Because the same intelligence that helped you choose better people can also become the excuse you use to let nobody in.
Part 4, the clean cut. But here is where it gets complicated. Some people reduce their social circle because they finally respect themselves.
And some people reduce their circle because intimacy started feeling like risk. From the outside, both look the same. Fewer messages, fewer plans, fewer explanations, more evenings at home. But inside, they are not the same. One is selection. The other is avoidance. Selection is when you stop giving access to people who repeatedly leave you tired, confused, or smaller. Avoidance is when you stop giving access to anyone because one person taught you that closeness has a bill. Here is the line worth remembering. Isolation is hiding from every door. Solitude is choosing who gets a chair at your table. That is the difference. This is not only for people who cut off old friends. It is for anyone who has ever stared at an unread message and felt two things at once. Relief that they do not have to answer, and guilt because some part of them still wants to be easy to reach. It is for the person who has 3 real friends and still wonders if that means they failed socially. It is for the person who stopped going to every birthday, every dinner, every emergency. and noticed their life did not become empty. It became manageable. But before you turn this into permission to disappear completely, there is one more thing nobody tells you.
A smaller table still needs people sitting at it. Part 5. The right ones. If you are watching this and wondering if something is wrong with you, hear me. You are not broken. You are not cold. You are not above everyone. You are someone who finally learned that access to your energy is not a public service. The Harvard study of adult development has followed lives for more than 85 years, and one of its clearest findings is simple. Strong relationships matter deeply for health, happiness, and a good life.
But listen carefully. It did not say collect as many people as possible. It did not say keep every friendship alive out of guilt. It did not say your worth is measured by how many names are in your phone. The point is not more people. The point is the right people. The people you do not have to recover from. The people who can hear no without punishing you. The people who do not need you exhausted to feel loved. See, if your circle got smaller, but quieter, you are not doing this wrong. If your weekends have fewer plans, but your chest feels lighter, you are not failing. If you lost people because you stopped being convenient, that may not be a loss. That may be the first honest shape your life has taken in years. Keep the table small. Keep it real. And leave a chair open for someone who knows how to sit there without taking over the room. Guard the quiet. If this gave you the permission you did not know you needed, press the button below whose name I will not even say. You know which one. And write one word in the comments. What do you feel right now?